19th of May. Travelled south instead of north up to Hennesford after coming back from Taunton Saturday night. Travelled down Friday in work. Problems getting the car out the unit into the trailer, so that delayed us. Ended up leaving about an hour after we planned. And then got down to Taunton quarter to 11, 3.75 hours. Just missed the M4 closure at junction 20. Not quite as planned. Good kind of social on Friday night. To say I was the one being picked on is a little understatement, but literally in the 5 minutes before we were due to go out for practice, absolute bucket down of rain. With Smeethorpe, Taunton being concrete, the old airfield surface, it was a bit slippy. Went out for practice, managed to turn the car around, and then the gears played up a bit as well. So advice off Chris Clare, Dave Kilby, Andy Wilson, and thought process was just get on with it, to put it in a nicer phrase. And first few laps were okay, following Paul Francis and Jack Halliwell. Then I go and turn it around, end up virtually up to the concrete wall, and I was swiftly joined by Carb and Simon Burgess. Lewis Wilson popped by to say hello with a little contact, Dan Bunyard. So we had a little party on turn 3. Wasn't happy with the car, so pulled off. Back in the pits, the bracket had smashed off. That was trailing, and then looking at Lewis or Luke's car, and Dan Billington said, "Have you cut your clutch?" Went over, a little bit smelly, burning smell. Fine bit of smoke. Opened the bonnet to find the fuel line into the carb had split and got a little barbecue going. Extinguisher from our trailer, got it out. Paul Francis had his as well, so very little, but it just shows what can happen. So that was my day done. 180 odd miles, 3.75 hours in the car, having the absolute mick taken out of me for best part of 24 hours for about 5 laps. At the farm, just here to pick the trailer up. Got to be quick, couple of minutes behind time. Stick that on the back of the car, and then off up to the Wilsons to repair and get ready for Northampton. A very useful trip to the Wilsons headquarters. Washed engine down, sorted the little reason for the fire. With the carb, there's the pipeline, the inlet at the bottom, and that's broken. And then I've had my little Guy Fawkes party on my own, about 6 months early. Tried to get this gearbox issue sorted, that first second's okay, put it in reverse, then when I go back I can't get first or second. We've re-angled the bottom of the selector, we've looked at a couple of other things. We found that you could get second and reverse at the same time, so old gearbox is going to go back in. We've sorted the old problem with the new linkage, so we think. So the gearbox that we put in after MWA, when it went to the rolling road, they had a knocking noise, and so they didn't want to run it, So we thought, oh, it's the gearbox. Got it back from the wrong road then. Put the second gearbox in. Wasn't jumping out of gear like it was at the end of last year. It was then coming out reverse. It wasn't allowing you to select anything else. That's why I've been having the problems. So first gearbox is going to go back in because we've done the new linkage, so that should stop it jumping out. But now the car is having a little holiday in Rugby. Andy and Luke are going to get it not sorted, but they're going to get the gearbox out. I'm going to drop the old one with them and then head over after work, because I work 10 minutes away, and sometime in this coming week get the gearbox in and then have a look at the setup as well whilst I'm there. Quick pickup of the trailer Saturday morning, and then off up to Rugby, collect the car, because the Wilsons have very kindly been sorting out the gearbox issues this week. So we got the old gearbox that we took out at the end of last season, which had been jumping out of gear, put that one back in, was still jumping out, and the one that we had put in just after NWA in February, March time, that allowed you to select 2 gears at once when you took the top off. It's going to go and be reconditioned, and then bring the car back today. Trailer's basically packed from Taunton still, so should be ready, and it's just personal kit, goggles, and getting all that sorted at home, and going racing next Saturday. It's lovely weather today. Down at the farm this morning, Saturday morning, 1 week before Northampton, the weekend that we got there. Lovely weather. Come to pick up the trailer. Car's been in Rugby with the Wilsons, and they've basically helped me with the gearbox, because last season it was jumping out of gear, so we put it in, put the spare in, and then that's been kind of jamming, so we took that one out, put the previous one back in just to see, because we thought it was a linkage, had new linkage, but that's been causing us problems. So took old gearbox out, got another one off Dan Bunyard, thank you. That's all okay, and we've adjusted the linkage so it works. So car's ready for Northampton next weekend. Just got to go and get it, bring it back. Trailer's all sorted, so haven't got to put much equipment in or take anything out. Just got to get my stuff sorted this week, kind of like the goggles and that, and potentially go up to Hennigsford and watch a bit of racing tomorrow. But if it's going to be like this, I'm not sure if I want to.